All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, double honors to Apostle and elders in New York, GMS, and salutation y'all around the world that's teaching truth. My name is Maya Ka'al Nagab with Chicago branch of Great Millstone. And like make a disclaimer that we are not black Hebrew Israelites. All right, nobody black like these fonts on this website. Okay, you got two groups of people: brown people. The brown people are the Israelites, the rest of the heathen nations. All right, and the other people are the red people with the translucent skin and blood showing and their flesh showing. All right, get off a red color. All right, or in Hebrew, Adawan. All right, which means red. That's what I said. So how you say Edom in ancient Hebrew. All right, the Edomites, so-called Caucasians. All right. Okay. So, you know, and we are not affiliated with any black identity extreme group. All right. The Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And the Edomites are what people call Caucasians today. All right, when they mistakenly called white. Okay, so right here, this is an interesting article, man. And brothers who are in truth, you know, you already know what's this about, man. All right, so right here it says, woman of the ancient Near East, Beturia Paulina, a Roman convert to Judaism. And brothers knowing the truth, we know this this is not a Roman woman, all right, a Edomite woman. This is a Israelite woman. All right, I don't know what tribe she's from. All right, the point is she's an Israelite woman, and she came back into the truth. Okay, because you have to remember our people was what Yahweh said right here, John 7, see John 7:35, 38. All right, this is John 7:35. Then said the Jews among them said, "Where did he go that we should not find him? Will he go unto the disperse among the Gentiles and teach the Gentiles?" All right, so he, all right, so the Jews among themselves, Yahweh said, what? It said, you should seek me and should not find me, where I am that you cannot come. All right. So these Jews were basically talking about these Israelites, basically talking about other Israelites among the Gentiles. But why they call them Gentiles? Because they was living a Gentile lifestyle. They live in a Greco-Roman lifestyle, or they live in a lifestyle, whatever the nations they scattered, man. All right, that's why they said that. Okay, now let's go back to this woman. All right, and convert to Judaism. Ain't no such thing, no Judaism, man. She came back to the law, statute, commandments. She worshipped Yahweh. All right, all right, and most likely she, the high chance she was believing in Yahweh shot, the one baby called Jesus. All right. It said, what's advised in the archaeological record never ceased to be a marvel. There are a few unique references to Roman women converting to Judaism. All right. These aren't Roman women. These are Israelite women converting to Judaism. All right. They weren't converting. They was going back to the law statute of their forefathers. And as much as one can turn that religion, all right, we don't have religion. We have law, statute, commandments as a singular entity in iniquity in the 1st century CE, as various religions filtered throughout the Mediterranean. People again follow different gods, ranging from the worship of Isis to that of the Jewish God. All right. So yeah, Israelites, they were still worshiping Yahweh. All right, it says in 1592, a Flemish tourist trekking through Italy copied unusual inscription he came across in the Jewish catacombs of Rome. All right, so he's in there's like catacombs of Rome. He jotted down what he saw in the sarcophagus of one Beturia Paulina, a term recorded as Beturia or Beturia Paula. All right, so this the catacombs. All right, to those you talking about, the Israelites didn't exist. It said, based on the mark of the tombs, and have a likely grew up worshiping the gods of the Roman Empire. All right. Her epithet was written in Greek, translation in Latin, and Beturia converted before her death at the age of 86 and 6 months. But it says right here, she grew up worshiping the gods of the Roman Empire. How did that happen? All right. You can go right here at the beginning. And this is why all the books in the Bible and the 1611 King James Version. All right. This most important. This is why you need to have the Apocrypha, man. All right. So Alexander the Lesser, or Alexander the Greek. Because I ain't gonna call him no great, man. All right, because he conquered that area with Japhet, the original Japhet that people, brown skinned people had. All right, and they took it over. They assumed the identity of the Greeks, the Edomites. All right, and then later on they they copied the gods of the Japhites. The Edomites copied the gods of Japhites. All right, and then it started spreading. Jake started worshiping them. All right, because they conquer us too. All right, so it says right here, it says, all right, in those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about for us. For since we departed from them, we have much sorrow. All right, and some of us willingly went to go worship the heathen, these false idols. So the advice pleased them well. Then certain of the people were so foreign herein, they went to the king, or they went to the Israelite king, who gave them license to do after the ordinance of the heathen. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the custom. Right, because the gym really break down to naked. Because the original gyms back in the day, you exercise naked, man. All right, it says, and made themselves uncircumcised and forsook the holy covenant, joined themselves to the heathen, and was sold to do mischief. All right, so this what happened to this woman's ancestors, man. That's why she worshipped the gods of the Roman Empire, because the ancestors was doing that. All right, they passed it on to her, and they passed on to her all the years, man. And then she woke up. She woke up to the fact that she's an Israelite. She started dealing with these false idols. All right. It says right here, it says, in the inscription, she described as having been a proselyte. Used to transfer the comfort 15 years. She's been practicing Jew for 16 years since the age of 70. All right. Proselyte, I believe it's convert. We go back to proselyte. All right. All right. Proselyte. All right.
Strong's G 4339. Proselytos. Proselytos.
All right, right here. Now, most people think proselyte means like somebody from another nation knows, talking about Israelites. It says right here, a newcomer, a stranger, an alien, a proselyte, one who has come over from a Gentile religion to Judaism. All right, mean one who came from the worship of those pagan gods and come back into the truth, man. All right. So, it's not talking about, in this case, the proselytes in the New Testament. It's basically Israelites that was coming back from worship those pagan gods, man. All right, plain and simple. Okay. All right, that's what it was, man. All right, because, Yahushua himself told you who we worship in the mountains in the future. All right, and this would be these wacky Christians, man. You Christians, you bugged out, man. But this you wacky Christians, man. This is what Yahushua said. The one everybody in me called Jesus. This is what he said out of his own mouth. He talking to the woman, man. This heathen woman here. All right. It said John chapter 4 verse 22. I'm gonna start with 21. It says, Yahweh said unto a woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father. So he's talking in the future, man. Ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. For salvation is of the Jews. All right. So that this cuts that everybody could be saved and all this stuff. And it's proven that this woman is Archaeological. She's an Israelite, man. All right. And this is Paul talking to the Israelites in the feed. It said, wherefore remember that ye being in time past Gentiles in the flesh, who are called uncircumcision, that which is called circumcision in the flesh made by hands. All right. So you had the Israelites, you know, some Israelites, they looking down on other Israelites, the Greco-Roman colonies, because they worship these gods, man. All right. And they was uncircumcised, right? Because they forefather forsake the covenant with Yahweh. Say they uncircumcise themselves, man. They start following law, statute, command. That's how they uncircumcise themselves. All right, and that's why these Israelites were calling that. That at that time ye were without Mashiach, all right, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel, all right, were probably right, you know, and strangers from the covenant of promise, having no hope without God in the world, but now in Mashiach, Yahweh ye who sometimes were far off are made nigh by the blood of Mashiach. All right, so they was accepted back into the fold, man. All right, so they was come back into the fold. All right, into the commonwealth of Israel, man. All right, and so this was went on with this woman right here, man. All right, so she was an Israelite living a Roman lifestyle. She came back to the truth at a late age, man. All right, 70 years old, man. That's a blessing, man. All right, cause not many old people. Cause it said Luke chapter 5:38, man. You can't put new wine in an old bottle, man. All right, so this is a blessing. This woman came back in the truth. It said in the scripture she described as having been a proselyte, usually translated convert. All right, but she came back in the truth, man. That's when it said she convert, means she came back into her right mindset. She came back to her nationality of Israel. She came back worshiping Yahweh. All right. For 16 years, she been practicing a Jew for 16 years since the age of 70. One wonder what might have prompted the conversion. All right, most I woke up. All right, she was meant to get it. As many converts to Judaism do today, Beturia Paulina adopted a name from the Jewish tradition. After that bitch her name as Sharah, or going the name of Sharah. All right, so her name was Sharah. All right. Yeah, you know, like Shar, like in that Yar Shar Allah, mean he Prince of Power. That's what Israel means. That's what really is the original how to say Israel is Yar Shar Allah. All right. Her name was Sharah, means princess, man. So she came back. She dumped the Roman Greco-Roman name. All right, and she went back to her name, Lashon Kodash, Sharah. All right, and just like we doing that today, you got a lot of brothers and sisters. They taking they government names, their names and all these other names. They going back to the original name, or they have Israelites' name. They just they'll correct it, man. You know, correcting Lashon Kodash. All right, or Arbar Hebrew. So she presumed occupied two identities: Beturia Paulina, Roman-born woman, and Sharah, Jewish, adopted a new faith. All right, so she was a Roman, just like Paul. Paul was a Roman citizen, but he was an Israelite. All right, just like some today, man, brothers got their government names and they got their Israelite names. How she might have navigated her day of life, negotiated with these separate selves will be an interest, because we doing it now, man. All right, you got a lot of brothers that have on Gadea, they govern name, they had theirs like that. Perhaps more Trinidad, Beturia received the title of Master Synagogue, Campaign 8 Volume, or Mother of the Synagogues at campus. All right, The idea perhaps not evolves a point that Talmud might have one believes guaranteed people Jewish faith exists through Italy. As network synagogues exist through Rome, creating links between communities of faith or campus or field property refers to geographic location. One center worship, perhaps the synagogue near the field on Mars. All right, you see right here. A wall paint of Beturia kind of going to depict the 7 branch menorah. All right. So there go our symbol right there, man. All right. All right. But the point is, the woman came back. All right. To a true nationality, which is Yashala, Israel, man. All right. So this proved that the Gentiles, the proselytes, all right, all about those are Israelites, man. All right. Just go along the scriptures, man. So, shalom.